taken a bit of a break from G.I. Joe lately because I've mentioned that I don't want to make this a G.I. Joe, solely a G.I. Joe YouTube channel. But obviously G.I. Joe is my thing, and I'm always willing to open G.I. Joe figures that need to be freed from their cells. And so today we have an interesting example here. This has a kind of a cool backstory. This is the G.I. Joe Manimals Special Collector's Edition Series 1. There was no Series 2. Warwolf, alien mutation expert with mutating body change action. This, along with Slither and Iguanus, came out in 2001. It was a KB Toys exclusive. And a bit of the story behind this is from yojo.com. So initially these were the Manimals. There were 6 of them. They were supposed to be from the later 1994, but obviously the G.I. Joe line got canceled. And so these would have been kind of the extension of the Bottomax and Carcass and Predacon. And you see, we didn't get those top 3 guys. We did not get Spasma, Vortex, and Zigzag, which is unfortunate because Vortex especially is awesome. His sort of head and chest opens up and there's a little like baby alien inside. Obviously that's kind of a Predator ripoff, and Zigzag is, you know, he's cool. So these guys were supposed to come out in 94. There were actually, you can see here, sort of prototypes that were created. And I remember kind of in the late 90s, I mean, you know, people knew about this. They were kind of waiting for these to be released, weren't really sure. And so it was a bit of a surprise in 2001 when they were finally released. And I think honestly at that point a lot of people didn't care. I know I didn't. I was back actively collecting G.I. Joe at the time, and you know, seeing these on the shelf, I mean, they're just they're not, you know, they don't look like G.I. Joes. They look like, I don't know, some kind of Power Ranger thing. But I've come to appreciate them now with, you know, with age and with maturity. I like them. And so I'm going to open this guy up. I know, you know, people might think that's kind of sacrilegious, but this card is not in great shape. It actually is in worse than what you can really see from this, from the video. The bubble's lifting a little bit. And it smells like smoke, too. I got this in a trade, so. Yeah, I'm gonna open this up. This is the G.I. Joe Manimals Warwolf. So there he is. He's got 2 guns, and those you don't see those loose ever. I've never seen those, and they don't look like G.I. Joe. They look like, I don't know what they look like. Yeah, he even smell like smoke. It's pretty disgusting. So let's see. Let's listen if we can hear that plastic cracking sound that you know I love. There we go. So a little bit. So he kind of looks like a, I don't know, just kind of batty. But what's cool, boom, right there. He's a. It's interesting they call him Warwolf when he looks like some kind of alligator. But I digress. They definitely could have made him more wolf-like. And also, it's kind of interesting. He doesn't really have any eyes at this point, like the card art. That's a very, very different. You know, they could have painted a little bit of eye on there somewhere, but yeah, so, you know, not like the most innovative thing. I mean, we're not talking, I mean, Hasbro, I guess at this point, yeah, they did own Kenner, so, but, you know, it's definitely not like some of the Kenner stuff, the Ghostbusters and Superpowers and Swamp Thing and, you know, some of those other ones, so, I don't know, it's okay. I have Iguanus, he's a lot cooler. I don't have Slither, I need to find him, and it's interesting, there's actually instructions here. Push head back, flip up chest. I mean, it kind of, you honestly only need to do one of those things. So, what was I going to say? So yeah, he's all right. I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm getting to the point now where I'm a completist because I have almost all the Joe figures. I actually found Bottomax and Carcass in the wild last weekend at the flea market. So that was exciting. So now I just need Predacon, and I need Viper Pilot, I need Countdown version 3, I need I think it's the 94 Convention Fighter Pilot, Street Fighter Movie Editions, Balrog and Vega, which are very hard to find, and most of the 97 Bronze Bombers. Bad guys, besides the Darklon one. And then I'll have the whole set, then I can focus on completing them, upgrading, and things like that. Okay, this gun does not want to go in his hand. I felt like there's something else I was going to say, but yeah, I don't know. You know, these aren't. I don't know. These are kind of weird. Kind of a weird chapter in G.I. Joe history. This was also when they started coming out with those 2-packs, and I remember getting those in 2001. Actually, that's when I graduated high school, started college. I was kind of getting pretty heavy into collecting toys there. And, you know, I picked up some of the 2001 stuff, but I don't know. It just didn't have that same quality as the 80s stuff, which is kind of interesting. You would think it would have better quality, considering it was newer, but I don't know. So, yeah, so this guy just didn't really fit in. I think people were more excited about that, those 2-packs and all those, because, you know, they were pretty accurate to the originals, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and Roadblock and Destro and Cobra Commander and all those things. So, yeah, so then you see this and you're like, what is that guy? He does not fit in well. They do not fit in well with the G.I. Joe line, but I don't know, still pretty cool. G.I. Joe Manimals. Warwolf. He's got some guns. I'm going to cut out that file card here. I got my scissors. I was kind of debating on whether I should keep it intact, but you know, it's in bad shape and it smells bad, so I'm gonna cut it. And yeah, so thank you for watching. If I ever come across a cheap Slither, I will open that, and if not, then thanks for watching, and as always, yo, Joe.